Okay, when you this is the first function of the software. There are totally 6 functions totally. The photometry, the quantitation, kinetics, wavelength scan, and the multi-wavelength, also the DNA and the protein test. The last one, lens test, is still under development, so you can ignore this function. Maybe your version is a little different with ours. Okay, first let's go to the first one. And here, when you enter this function for the first time, it will remind you to set up the wavelengths here. For example, let me set 450. Press OK. 张生，你可以录个屏啊。
我正在录。
Surely, also you can change the wavelength here. Set wavelength. You can see this arrow. Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But when you enter this function for the first time, it will give you a reminder to set up the wavelengths. And usually, this toolbar is enough for all functions. In most cases, it's enough. Okay, you don't have to open this menu or anything else. Like this menu, sometimes if you want to output the data, export the data, then you can use this menu file, and sometimes you will use this function operate. Here you can set up the auto sampler here. Set up automatic sampler. Because your model is has the 8-position automatic cell holder, right? So you can set up the holder here. Yes, you can choose 8, or 4 cell holder because yours is 8 cell holder. So we select this one. And the right column is for the blanking solution. And the left column is for the samples. So usually it's better to select the first one, the first cell holder as the sample, as the blanking position, and the rest you can set it according to your purpose. At most, you can set up 8 totally. For example, I select all of them. But because I have no solution with me, so I just select maybe 2 position. After that, press set up. Okay, it's done. Okay, and the following steps are similar for all the rest of functions. So the first step is to do the blanking. Here, you can press the blanking button here, or you can right-click your mouse here. Okay, there are 2 methods to do the blanking.
Yeah.
Now the blanking is starting. Because you already set up the cell holder, so the cell holder is moving to the first one. Okay, it's done. Then you can do the test. To the test, same, you can press this button, this shortcut button here, or same operation to right-click your mouse here, start
Okay.
test.
Got it.
Yes, you must stop your mouse here, and in the white box area, then you can right-click. And it's my habit. I usually do it like this to do the operations. Start. Okay, here you can name your sample name, or later you can change it directly. For example, I can name it VN. Okay, the test will now start. Because I only set up 2 positions, so it gives you 2 results. Can you see it? If you yes, if you set more, maybe at most 8, then it will give you 8 results. It will like this. Or if you don't name the sample, and you can change the name here like this. Double click the box, yeah, and then you can change it. Change the name here. Okay,
Yeah.
same operations. And also you can, if you want to change its note here, the the final column here, you can also do some remarks for you like this. Same. Also double click this cell.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So for this function, it's simple. The operation is simple like this. Uh, have you do you have questions for this function?
Mm,
If no, we will go to
mm.
next one.
Yeah, I think we can go to next one.
Okay. Here there are some shortcut buttons here, or you can right click your mouse here to select the different functions. Okay, next one, let's go to the quantitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, first you need to set up the parameters for you. The first one is the fitting method. You can select linear, a through usual, or linear fit, or second order or third order for the curve. Actually, in most cases, the linear is enough. And next is the calibration method. You can select the standard samples or the coefficients. And surely the standard samples is used more often. Coefficients, you need to know its relations. Then you can enter its factors to set up the curve directly. And now let's select the most typical method, standard samples. Okay, I just give you the examples. I select two samples, for example. And the next one is it's concentration unit. There are different units. You can select it according to your situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one is wavelength number. Usually the single wavelength is enough, not necessary to select the dual wavelength. If you need it, you can select it. Single
Okay.
wavelength, yes. And the next one is this one is not necessary. If you want to switch the axis, the coordinate axis, then you can select this one. Okay, usually it's not necessary. It will change its vertical and horizontal. And this one function is qubit average correct. Usually because our qubits are already paired, matched with each other, so you don't need to select this function. If you think the qubits have some differences, then you can select this function. Usually you don't need to select this one. Clear?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
got
all
it.
settings, yeah, okay, thank you. And now all settings are finished. You can press OK. Now we enter this interface, right? And same as before, you can name your samples here, like sample one, double click, sample two. And also you can do the remarks here, same like last function. Okay. And then next, you need to enter the concentration of your standard samples. For example, the first one, let's make it 0.5. Next one is 1. I just give you some examples. 1. When you enter input the concentrations, you just need to double click the box. Then all settings are done now. As I said earlier in the first function, what to do next? Blanking. right? Do the blanking first. Here
Okay,
also you can press yes, and press this button, set blanking. It's running. Wait a moment. Yes. Now the blanking is done. And do the test. The first point is 0.5, right? Now you need to double click this box. You can see the observance box here, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, double click this one. Then it will let you select the position of the cell holder. After you select the cell holder's position, then it will do the tests. For example, double click it. Okay. Now you need to select the position of your cell holder. For example, I put the first sample in number 2 holder. Okay, I select number 2. And then press this button, set up automatic cell holder. Yes. And after you press this button, the holder will go to its corresponding position. Okay, press close. Then you can see there's a reading here, right?
Yeah.
So just repeat the procedures above. Double click this box, then select the position holder. You should select the next one. Number 3, then press this button. This button, it means to confirm the position of the cell holder. Then the cell holder will rotating automatically to its position. Then press close. And you can see the curve appears here, right?
Yeah.
After the curve is set up, is created by your customers with your standard samples. Then you can do the test. To test the samples with some unknown concentrations here. Same procedures. Also do the blanking and test your samples. Now doing the blanking. Yes. Okay. When the observance shows 0 reading, it means it's good. So you can do the test. Start the test. Okay, that because we just set you can select the number of the samples you need to test. Like 4, it will change it like this. You can name the sample or not. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This is not sample 1.
I got it.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go to next one. Sorry, one moment. It's not finished.
Okay. I can wait.
Okay. It will remind you to put inside your samples.
Mm.
Okay, let's go to next one. It's a wavelength scan. Sorry, the kinetics. First also need to set up its parameters. First one is wavelength. You can change the wavelength here directly. Also the axis range is maximum and the minimum range of the observance. You can, for example, maybe one. Oh, sorry. Yes, and after you enter this function, you can also change the settings here, and right click your mouse and select the option. It will comes out here. Okay, yeah, because just now I changed this one from 3 to 1. Okay, now the range is 0 to 1, and the start time uh, from 0 seconds or and up to, let's see, 30 seconds, just to save time. This is the scan interval. You have different options here. For example, let's select 5 seconds. Okay, test mode, observance or transmittance, display setup, and you can do it according to your purpose.
Okay.
Okay, then press OK. Also, you can name your samples here or later. Okay.
Yep, done.
Same procedures, my friend. Also do the blanking and do the test. Yes, here after you pressing the blanking button, it will ask you to select the position. Same steps here. Also, first press this button, then close. Press this one, then close. Here it shows moving, right? That means the cell holder is changing its position. Now it is here it shows 0, that means good, and you can do the test, and also press test. Start test. Select the holder. Let's select number 2. Press confirm and close. And on the right side of your window, you can see the tests already started. You can see the interval is 5 seconds, right? It will give you a test result every 5 seconds. Yes. Because the samples has no change, so the result is the same. The last one, 30 seconds. Okay, then, and also now this window to remind you to save the data or not.
Yeah.
And on these grams, it will give you a curve here. It's all line. Okay, next one, let's go to wavelength scan. Same here, to set up the parameters you need. The scale range, the test mode, ABS, transmittance or energy, and start wavelength, end wavelength. For example, let me 900 to save some time, 600. And the scan interval, that means it is scan one time to skip this wavelength. That means it will not scan every point, right? It will skip it or jump this interval. For example, 5 nanometer, just to save some time. But you can select the scan speed. There's no big difference. Also, your sample name, yeah, and also the data smoothing. Yes, usually you need to select this one, and usually the standard ticks are enough. Search peak, search value, yes, it's enough. Surely, if you want to see to display the peak value or value value, then you can tick to select these two options. Also, the print setup, you can print the spectrum and the peak valley data, and also the max record and the test data on the right side. You can see on the right column, it shows two data, record list and the peak valley list, right?
Mm.
So if you want to print all details, you can select these options. Okay, and it's done. The parameters is done. As for the wavelength scanning, there is one more step than other functions, and it is baseline here. You need to do the baseline firstly.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay, I
after
got
the,
it.
yeah,
Mm.
okay, yes. After the baseline is created, then you also need to do the blanking and test. Got it? That means for all other functions except for the wavelength scan, you just need to do the yes, after set the parameters, then do the blank, then test. But for the wavelengths, only 3 steps. And first is the baseline creation, and the next is blanking. Next is to do the test. Okay, now press this button, baseline,
Yeah.
start. The baseline means to make the device ready for working. It means it's like the 0 point of a ruler to make the device is accurate. The baseline is for full range of the wavelengths from 9 from 190 to 1100, or whatever wavelength range you are testing, and but it is for full range of the wavelengths to do the baseline creation. You can see the interval here is 5 or 3. It's 1 nanometer. It's 1 nanometer, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can set up different intervals. One thing to need to be paid attention is that your customer must use the correct qubits. In the UV range, they must use the quartz qubit.
Yeah.
And surely you can use the quartz too for the visible range, but in the UV range, you must use the quartz one. And surely, if you that's okay if you forgot the steps for the wavelength scanning. When you press, if you don't do the baseline creation and to press the blanking directly, it will give you some reminders to remind you that you must do the baseline firstly.
Okay, got it. Wait. So baseline is must?
Sorry.
No, no, no. Nothing, nothing.
Okay.
Must.
Very good.
It must.
Okay, it's done. You can save it or not. That's okay.
Okay.
Close. And same procedure, my friend, next to the blanking. And select the cell holder. And confirm the holder. And close. And now if you see the cell holders, now it's rotating. Okay, the blanking is done. Do the
Yeah.
test, start test,
Yeah.
and also select the cell holder. Let's see, 3, confirm, close.
Yeah.
And on the right side, you can see the details of the data details. Because the sample, I have no sample. I just put inside an empty cubet inside. So the curve is not correct.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, got it. And you can do some other functions like the search the peak, search the search the peak and valley here, because you must set up the threshold firstly here, peak value setup. Like this. Then press OK. Then you can select its peaks. Yeah, because there is no peak, so there is no value here.
I see.
Okay, next one, same. Multi-wavelengths. Multi-wavelengths test, it means to test or sample at a different wavelengths. And because yes, in the first function photometry, you can only use one wavelength, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but here you can use at most. Let me see how. Yeah, like this, maybe 15, something like that. Usually, if your customer, uh, if he's not sure which wavelength is the right one, then they can use this function. For the scanning, in fact, this function is not used often. It's only used by some research institutes. When they do some new research, they know nothing about or know very little about the samples. Then they have to scan to find its characteristic wavelengths. And for this one, you can select the number. Yeah, at most 15 wavelengths. Let's select 2, and you can select. You can change the wavelengths here. 600, 700, and then press OK. Also same, my friends, same. Also do the blanking. It's running. Okay, it's done because we selected two wavelengths, so it will give you two times for the blanking. Then after it's done, then do the test. Start the test. You can name it or not. Okay, now the first point is okay. The second one is okay. Yeah, because you set up two positions on the cell holder, so it give you two series of the results automatically. 2 and 3 here. Okay, it's let's go to next one is DNA and protein test. There are two standard modes here, two or standard formulas in our system. Also, you can customize your method here to change its wavelengths and its factors according to the above formulas. For example, let's select this standard one. Press OK. Same, my friend. Also do the blanking. Moving. Okay, the blanking is done. Then do the test. Start a test. Can name it or not. It will test the different value at different wavelengths. Then finally give you a result. Yeah. Because yes, because here we set up is because here we set a two cell holder, right? So it the results give you two results. And about the functions, the wavelength scan, you can do some calibrations for different curves, like this one's add and minus times and divided. Also, you can do the derivative for the curve, for the scanning curves. Yes, these all these functions I said are the most often used. Uh, that's it, my friend. Do you have other questions? You can let me know.
I think at the moment I don't have any question for you. Maybe I need
Okay.
to try my sample before.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean you tried your samples before?
I mean I will try to test with my sample, and if I find any difficult I will ask you later, okay?
Okay. 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 No problem. Yes. After.
Because right now I don't have any sample with me, so
Okay.
I can't do anything.
Okay, okay, no problem. The operations are similar and are not difficult. Just remember, first to do the blanking first step, and then next do the test. Okay, and
Yeah.
yes, for the wavelength scan, you must do the baseline setup first, then blanking, then test. Same for all functions. And next one, and you must pay attention is that if the test result is not good, maybe it's probably related to your samples. For example, if the result is not as good as your standards, and you can yes, when you do the blanking, and even when you do the baseline setup, you can put inside your reference solution.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the customers, when they do the blanking, they just use the air or use the pure
Mm,
water. Yes, but sometimes the
mm,
result is not so good. Then you can change the reference solution. Maybe you can change the reference solution to the pure water or to your solvent of your testing samples. Okay,
okay, I
it will
see.
be, yeah,
Yeah.
it will give you more accurate results.
Mm, yeah, I will remember that. Okay, thank
Okay,
you so much.
okay, you are welcome. Yes, yes, it's better to do the tasks by yourself, and then if you have any specific questions, you can let us know anytime.
Yeah, okay, I will do it. Okay, thank you
Okay,
again. Yeah.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for selecting our devices. Thank you so much, my friend.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Được chạy sân, bye.